I also understand that you have been very closely associated with the development of the LCA or the LCA TEJAS that we call it today. So can you just take us through this journey, as far as your involvement with this project is concerned?
My involvement with TEJAS started in 1992 when I graduated from the test pilot school and joined the ASTE, which stands for Aircraft and System Testing Establishment, which is located in Bangalore. This is the premier institute of the Indian Air Force, fully focused on flight testing of various aircrafts, helicopters, transport aircraft, fighter aircrafts, all the aircraft which are there in the fleet of the Indian Air Force, and including aircraft like the SARAS, which is under development. AST is located at the HAL airport in Bangalore. It's commanded by an Air Vice Marshal, core team of test pilots, flight test engineers, and ground crew, operating as many as 10 or 12 different types of aircrafts year around. It's range from the fighter fleet, from the Sukhois to the Mirages and Rafales, Jaguars, everything that the Indian Air Force has is tested by AST. And they are also involved in the TEJAS. TEJAS at that point in time was just a paper aircraft. There was nothing in 1992. There was nothing other than money had been sanctioned, and the thoughts of what that aircraft should be had been thought about. And since we were graduates from the test pilot school, we were directed by the AST and their headquarters to sit in various meetings and then set about briefing and informing the designers of the aircraft as to what we want from that aircraft, primarily from the point of view of man-machine interface, so that we built an aircraft which would meet the piloting requirements, and we were focused towards that. At this point in time, we were just 2 or 3 of us involved in this program. Gradually, over the 7 years that I was involved in this program, the aircraft shaped up, very actively involved in the cockpit design. We were involved in the flight control law design, which is the most difficult thing because we had never done it before. We had made various aircrafts, but we had never got into flight control design of a fly-by-wire aircraft. In this case, we were making a fully fly-by-wire aircraft which was unstable, and it had quadruplex digital system. Very complex, extremely technologically intensive, and all of this had to be done in India, and we were doing it for the very first time with people who had never done it before. And therein lies the challenge. Neither us as in the test flying community nor the designers in the technical community were aware of how to do it before. And therefore, the fact is that despite all these challenges, we finally flew the TEJAS way back in 2001. And from that day to this date, that is about 21 years of testing as well as induction of the LCA in combat, we have never lost an aircraft to date.
Oh, that's
it's a record of sorts.
fantastic record. Yes.
Yes. And that, I think so, speaks volume of what we as the testing community as well as the designers have achieved. Here was a single engine aircraft with a quadruplex digital fly-by-wire, which to date has yet to have a hull loss. I think this is an unparalleled achievement and which we have to be very proud about. And it's come because of team effort. It has come because of, despite being done for the first time in our lives, that we achieved such a feat is, I think so, mind-blowing and awesome.
Absolutely. Kudos to all the, professionals involved, very highly professional, I would say, approach. Now that we have seen the LCA and you said this was the first fly-by-wire aircraft produced by the HAL, which was the first fly-by-wire aircraft inducted into the Air Force?
The first fly-by-wire inducted into the Air Force was the Mirage 2000.
Mirage 2000.
That's right. And probably we being deputed into the LCA program was because of that lineage. We were fly-by-wire we were knowledgeable about fly-by-wire as fighter pilots. We were aware of the intricacies of that system. And now that we were moving from an analog system which was there on the Mirage 2000 to a digital system which was there on the LCA, it was like a step upwards, and in terms of complexity, it now meant that we were having two things to worry about, the hardware as well as the software, which in an analog system was fully hardware based.
I see.
Therefore, there was this new challenge.